It's been a turbulent month for Te Pāti Māori, resulting in a supposed reset this week, where the party acknowledged the need for discipline and a focus on policy.
We don't need to rebuild the waka, we need to correct our course.
Our people want direction, discipline and delivery.
But how much of a reset is it really? Kia ora, ko Lillian Hanly ahau, anei te pūrongo tōranga pū mō tēnei wiki. Welcome to Focus on Politics. Just over a month ago, Te Pāti Māori was celebrating holding on to the Tāmaki Makaurau seat following Takutai Tash Kemp's shocking death. Orini Kaipara was excited to step into the shoes left behind by her predecessor and with a massive mandate to do so. She received around double the votes of her opponent, Labour's Peeni Henare. A result Te Pāti Māori's president, John Tamihere, hailed as proof of the party's brand appeal.
When it was first formed, the brand was about individuals. Dr. Sir Peter Sharples, Tariana Turia. Now, the brand carries just as much as the mana of the individuals. And so then when you start to discount those things, it comes down to the appetite that people have for your brand.
But it was only days before the cracks started to show.
Kia ora e te iwi. Welcome back to this debrief.
In a late-night social media post, the party's MP, Toitū Te Tiriti, went rogue.
Okay, this video is to address all of the drama that was fluffed up recently in the media about a social media post that I made.
He'd previously posted a message in which he expressed outrage at, quote, Indians, Asians, Black and Pākehā, end quote, campaigning for Labour's Peeni Henare. His party leaders had already apologised and told him to take it down, but here he was instead doubling down.
So I'm gonna address it and I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna talk to you about what is going on in there.
Meanwhile, news broke that another MP, Maria Mino Kapakingi, had been demoted as Te Pāti Māori's whip, a move she was blindsided by and clearly not happy about. Here she is, speaking to the New Zealand Herald.
Okay, I can't speak to it. But
Later that month, she discussed the issue with Te Hiku Media.
I feel disappointed. The process of that occurring, I wasn't part of.
For the most part, the party's leadership went to ground, refusing to speak to mainstream media. That is, until Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, Māori Language Week, rolled around. At last, co-leader Rawiri Waititi answered questions, but only those put to him in Māori, batting away suggestions of dissension in the ranks and saying the party had started beautiful conversations with the communities who had been offended.
Kare mātou e tini o mātou whakaaro mātou tips. Ko puta o mātou whakaaro mo te rātua ahuatanga, ko whakapāha atu ki te hungara. Me te mea hoki, koina hoki, a te rā wiki.
He also said he didn't agree with the way Toitū Te Tiriti had gone about his critique. A 2-week recess at Parliament then brought some relief, with MPs returning to their electorates. But then, as it came to a close, this.
It's very much a model that is a dictatorship model.
A bombshell dropped by someone long considered an ally.
It's not a rangatiratanga model, it's a model of the leadership's way or the highway.
Edu Kapakingi is a spokesperson for the pivotal Toitū Te Tiriti movement, the son of Te Pāti Māori's Maria Mino Kapakingi and a former vice president of the party. Here he is speaking to TVNZ's One News.
Just because you've gained some influence through votes and some mana through votes, your people can take that away just as easily as they've given it to you.
At the same time, Edu Kapakingi made it clear Toitū Te Tiriti would distance itself from Te Pāti Māori, drawing a clear line between the movement and any political party.
We've really learned as a kāhui the importance of maintaining that independence, and now we've gotten to a point, okay, we really need to just make that clear that no political party owns Toitū Te Tiriti.
The party's leadership rejected the allegations but said they supported the independence of Toitū Te Tiriti, that was always the intention. Former Te Pāti Māori co-leader Te Ururua Flavel supported it too.
I don't think it's too much of a big deal in the sense that, as Eru has expressed publicly, he believes that there's a role to be played by a protest movement that highlights issues across the board that all relate back to the one place that we go to, which is Te Tiriti Waitangi, and there's a role to be played by parliamentarians.
And from Labour's leader Chris Hipkins, the turmoil elicited his strongest comments about the party yet.
In the position that they are in now, I think the Māori Party are a long way away from being ready to play a constructive role in government. They've got some work to do.
And Te Pāti Māori seem to be coming round to that view too, shifting very much into damage control. It issued a message to its members promising a reset to coincide with Oreni Kaipara's welcome to Parliament and her maiden speech. With so many questions still unanswered, reporters staked out for the MP's return and managed to track down President John Tamihere.
The allegation.
Allegations about the dictatorial leadership.
Oh, well, you need to talk to him. We're here for other matters.
But he's made some serious claims.
Yeah, I know, but look, we don't answer claims and allegations. We're focused on Tāmaki Makaurau and we're focused on Hana Maipi Clark.
Well, he said that you're operating a dictatorship model, Mr. Tamihere. What do you say to that?
It's a beautiful thing.
There are claims circulating online that Maria Mino Papakingi overspent her electorate budget.
No comment on anything.
What do you say about that?
Look, the truth will come out in the fullness of time.
Is that why she was demoted?
The truth will come out in the fullness of time.
In terms of what you guys are hoping to reset this week, what is the vision?
Well, you'll have to come on Thursday and find out. With
that, the stage was set for Thursday.
A kāti whakatau mai I a hau, I te mema pāre mata hou, mo Tāmaki Makaurau.
Te Pāti Māori's newest MP and the representative of Tāmaki Makaurau.
Kua hau, ko Oreni Kaipara.
The former broadcaster focused her speech on Māori resilience and the efforts to ensure the Māori language survived and thrived.
We are the culmination of dreams, of purpose, of hard work and intention. We are here by design. Every single one of us who walks our own real journey is a beneficiary of the efforts of all those who held and still hold the line for all of us today. We embody everything they stood for, all that they dreamed of and all that they hoped for.
Speaking especially to those kura kaupapa Māori kids, many of whom were present in the public gallery, the ones who have grown up secure in te reo Māori me ona tikanga. And it was them who sung back to her. Until
no, not that. The guarantee was that would not be taking place. The House is suspended.
Already, Oreni Kaipara had tested the Speaker's patience by going over her allocated time.
My nephews, my nieces, everyone, I hear you. Kei te pai. Thank you for being here with me. The other members of this whare know this. We will debate, we will challenge each other, we will disagree. And I will wrap it up, everybody.
Now, he said he would investigate whether any political parties knew the haka was planned, a throwback to the now infamous haka by Hana Rāwhiti Maipi Clark. An early hiccup in the party's promised reset, but the suspension didn't stop celebrations. The co-leaders rallied outside the chamber in Parliament's Grand Hall, along with supporters, and together they fronted, acknowledging the need to correct course.
We acknowledge the pain and the pressure inside Parliament and across our communities. We've had growth spurts and growing pains, and we've been broken. We've been tested in ways we've never been tested before as a movement, and we own that.
We were learning the House while building a movement outside the House. Many times we felt out of our depth, but our resolve never wavered. We had growing pains, big ones.
We're here to do three things. are steady the waka, set the course, and sail together. We have listened carefully. Our people want direction, discipline, and delivery. So we're tightening the lashings, clarifying roles, front-footing communication, and you'll see it and you'll feel it.
Rangatiratanga is our undisturbed, full and exclusive rights to our whenua, to our moana, our kāinga and our taonga. The wind in our sails are the voices of our people, and the stars will guide us to our liberation and sovereign independence.
Over the coming week, we will elevate the policy platform of Te Pāti Māori, not as a brochure, not as something pretty on paper, but as a voyage plan. The solutions are there. They are oars already in the water. We've stopped hearing our own solutions because we've been in the storm of one of the worst political environments ever imaginable. So we've got to sail together.
That's where we are tonight. We don't need to rebuild the waka. We need to correct our course. We already have a robust policy platform. Our job now is elevation, solutions-focused, kaupapa anchored, and policy-led.
And we've got to commit to a common cause, shared with the Greens and shared with Labour. To make this the last term of this government, to our supporters who told us again and again to work together, we've heard you.
But words are one thing, actions are another, and their media conference with reporters afterwards suggested perhaps less of a reset than promised. Despite saying they would now front-foot communications, Rawiri Waititi said they'd only take questions on one topic.
And just before you start, just to make it clear, we're talking about the reset today. Anything else? We're up those stairs and we're back into the office. Ka pai? Kia ora tātou.
They discussed the party's growing pains, as well as what their support base wanted from them. But it didn't last long.
What's your response to allegations of a dictatorship model?
Kia ora, Mike. Thank you. You first can thank Mikey for that one. Kia ora.
Can I ask you
The co-leaders were asked about this later by Mata's Mihingarangi Forbes.
At the reset yesterday, a Wahine Māori journalist questioned Deb. You cut her off and it's reported that you pulled her away. What happened there?
You know, we said we wanted to talk about the reset. We wanted to be able to acknowledge Orini's maiden speech. And we quite often just, like I said, if it doesn't bleed, it doesn't lead. And this is the type of journalism and media we're seeing at this particular time. There's a lot of positive stuff happening in Te Māori. Yesterday was an awesome day to be us. And we wanted to be able to have that space and to be able to celebrate. We haven't been able to celebrate that actually since she won that particular election because other news have dominated it. And the issues that continuously are brought up by the media are all about the negative viewpoint of Te Iwi Māori. And what we're saying is, give us our time to celebrate.
That was not the only sign on Thursday night that the so-called growing pains have a way yet to be resolved. After weeks of avoiding media, Taku Teferis finally fronted up to explain his racially charged comments, but still he would not accept he got it wrong.
But what you're saying though is only Te Pāti Māori can stand candidates.
No. Independent voice.
What does
They
that
could be,
mean, though,
well,
in
Penny
practicality?
Henare could stand as an independent. Go Penny. As long as Penny Henare can't come out and say that he's going to do something, like he said when he said they would repeal the gang patches, if he can't do that, which he obviously can't because they sent Carmela out to correct that, okay? If he can't do that, that's a silenced voice, right? So, that's a silenced voice, and that's not the intention of the Māori seat. And when Tariana Turia left Labour, she left to assert the independence of the seats, and that's the most important thing.
To be really clear though, your problem here is with Labour, not with the volunteers.
Yeah, totally.
It's just
That's
the
the
fact
point.
that Labour Party
That's
are
the
running on
point.
the seat.
Labour's Penny Henare calls it absolute garbage.
It is patronising, and he is taking our people for fools. Our people are strategic voters, they're smart voters. And, if we look across the history about the way our people have voted, they vote for the interests that best represent them. And I've just explained how, they can give their candidate vote to a particular person, but their party vote is overwhelmingly given to Labour. I do think it is patronising, and I do think it's disrespectful to the voter, to the whānau out there who look towards all of us, all Māori in the House, regardless of what party or what horse you ride in on, they look to us for leadership, and those comments, in my mind, aren't leadership.
Still some work to be done then in resetting the Labour-Te Pāti Māori relationship. Back inside, Te Pāti Māori hopes it's done enough to draw a line in the sand and move cohesively toward the next election. Hope alone won't be enough. That was Focus on Politics. I'm Lillian Hanly. Thanks for joining us. Mā te wā.